that you need to study the process by which something gets designated as a security issue. Who is it who speaks this? Who has authority to speak it? Obviously, in the way in which we organize our political lives now, state leaderships have a privileged position for speaking security. It's if you like, it's their job to do that. But they can't just do so and always have it accepted. If you think of something like the Vietnam War, or if you think of the more currently about the business in Iraq, those are highly contested securitizations, which, in the case of Vietnam, eventually collapsed. Even in the U.S., people no longer accepted that as being a valid definition of a threat that justified what was going on there. I think the interesting one at the moment is, of course, the war on terrorism, which is it's bidding to be a macro-securitization like the Cold War was. In other words, something which defines a very big strategic domain over a long period of time, and which becomes the basic priority setter in the security agenda. Obviously, that's the way Washington is looking at it at the moment, and that's been reasonably successful in the sense that amongst the Western states at least, and quite a few others, there's a willingness to agree that there is a serious threat there, and to proceed on that basis in policy terms. Contrast that with Iraq, where there's huge disagreements. So that seems to have been a successful securitization in the U.S. and in Israel, and hardly anywhere else. It's contested very fiercely almost everywhere else.